Hello all, today I will show you how we can merge or combine two images. We will be using Canvas, and later we will convert this Canvas file back to format file, and this format file we will be able to send to server. So for this tutorial we'll be using Angular, but it is similar for React and other JavaScript frameworks. So let's begin. Here I have a completely new Angular project. Only I have one image, this New Year 3, in my assets folder. Also in my HTML I have this h1 title, and in app component we have only title. So actually we don't need this title, delete it. So first of all, let's just add input for uploading images, and let's display it on our screen. So first of all, we need to uncomment this input. So this is actually just change and type file. This is our method. So we uncomment this one. We save this one. So as you can see, it's standard browser file uploader. So we pass event to our image upload method. So when you upload files, you get something like array, and we choose first one file. So this will be eTarget files, and we choose first one, and we console log it. So this will be our image. So if we choose some file, we see we have file with names snowman and other options, size, type. Okay, let's add some more methods to display our image. So for this we need to convert it to readable string. So let's create reader. This is pretty standard for all browsers. It's not special for Angular. So now we create callback, reader on load. This will be asynchronous code, and actually we need to define variable, and we call it selected image, and here we have our image, and we bind our source to selected image. For now it will be undefined, and it will show only when it's will be defined. So we save here, and when this will be loaded, we want to pass our file in string to our image source, so it will display it on our screen. So we do this selected image will be equal header result, and we need now to read this. So reader read as data URL, and we pass our file. So this is what we want to read. So let's save it. Let's choose some picture, and as you can see it now on display. I will do it smaller. So we can choose another one, and it's also we can see it on display. So next thing we need to do, we want now with our image, we want to add another image on top of this one. So for example, for this one, I want to add our New Year tree. It will be default file in our assets folder, which we will put on top any image we want to upload. So this will be kind of like watermark. We can use this for that as well. So for this we need to use canvas. First of all, in our HTML we will have our canvas, and we have reference to this canvas. And also I have display none. So this class will display none our canvas. So just add it to CSS. So it's hidden now, and we can work with canvas to add our images. Okay. To work with our canvas, we need to have access to this, like with ref. So we need to import viewChild and element ref, and here we need to add viewChild and we need to add this to our canvas. So we have access now to our canvas. Is something like get element by ID or ref in React. Use ref hook. So now we need to define our canvas in our method. So here we need to define our canvas is HTML canvas element type, and this will be this canvas native element. Next thing, we need to define context. So context will be canvas get context. It's pretty standard for how you are using canvas in vanilla JavaScript. So now we need to define to our images. This will be our image 1 and this image 2. So this image 2 will be our default image, and image 1 will be our image which we will upload to our project. Okay, so now here in our read-download we don't need to pass our data to selected image, but now I commented out we would like to pass our image source. So our image1 source, this will be like reader result, and we pass it as string because sometimes Angular may complain or TypeScript may complain about type. So when it's unloading, our image source became our uploaded file. So this is for file 1, but for file 2 we'll use our default source. So this code, which I have here, it will define for image1 our source. This is pretty standard. I found it on Stack Overflow, a very secret site. So I just made it all together. So we have these two asynchronous functions. So this is for image1, this is for image2. And all magic will happen in image2. So move it here. Okay, we define our canvas with image which we upload, with image height and image width. And later, in second unload for image2, we add image2 on top of image1. So we use this one. Actually, I'm not sure we need this. And we can convert our canvas to image URL. This is similar to what we were doing in our reader unload. So we define our image URL and we pass props to JPEG, but if you don't pass any props, it will be converted to PNG. And we define our string. Now we don't define it here, but we need this our image source with new canvas. We display it in our image URL. Okay, so if we save it, we upload any. If you see you don't have any NVIDIA tree on the image, for example, we take snowman, and you see we have this our tree here. And for example, because of this function, I display it in the left bottom. But if you do 0, it will be on the top. It will be position 0, 0. So let's take it. And you see this new tree is on the top in the left corner. So but it's logic to put it in the bottom or put it back. And you can even download it and it will be like a full image combined with this one too. But this all wasn't really big deal to find and do it. But another thing, how now to convert this file back to our format file. This is, if you see we have the format file, this is what we're uploading, and we'll convert it to base 64, and this is much different. I can show you. So we can console log our image URL. This is what we have now. If we load, if you see you have big link, this is our image in base 44 format. Is pretty big. But when you send it to servers, usually you don't want this. You want to have file when you upload our file type with name and all other options. So we take it off. So convert our changed images, our combined images, back to normal file format. We need to convert it blob. So we need this function. So this is a canvas to blob method. So let's take argument blob, and I found this code. So you convert it back to file, and you create new file. You pass here our blob. This is our image name. Actually, this you can pass same name to keep it like that. You can pass it from our image, from target. This is what we loaded. Or you can do it default. You can name it yourself, something like my new name. And here, actually I'm not sure we can use spaces, just in case, do like this. And this file, if you're going to send it to server, you can pass here a function which will be sent the file to server, something like post, for example, Axios post. So actually, when you send file to server, you need to convert it to format data, then append it, and you can send it to server. So this is completely same file when you got it, when you upload it. So this is not our tutorial about, but now you have this file format, so this won't be very hard for you. You can pass this method with upload to server right here and pass file like argument, and this will work. We can console log our file. Okay, so we comment out this our console log. Now we console log our file with new image. So let's have a look. For example, we add cat, and you can see we have same file format, not that big string with my new name. But if you want to keep same name, you can just add image name. And you can, as you see, it's snowman. Same name like we had, same original name.